Yesterday, what happened? I guess you all saw the videos, I'm sure. That is the story. That's it. Me and Coach talked about it. We talked about it. We moved on, forward under the bridge. I don't think it's anything. I think it's, being made a much bigger deal than it actually is.
There's nothing left?
No. I mean, you saw what happened. 5 seconds later, me and Coach hugged. He put me back in the game. I went back in the game. And we moved on.
What was the conflict about?
Just frustration about basketball. I had a technical foul, and it was bad. It was bad on my part. But, this is just basketball, man. I think the video says it all.
So it was like, you feel like it was a mistake of you to speak up in that situation?
These things happen. But I think blowing it out of proportion. I understand this, y'all are reporters. You're looking for the story, but there's no story. How many times you interview me? You've interviewed me before?
Yes.
You know that I'm an honest, straightforward guy, right? Sitting here telling you, there's no story. I talked to Coach, he talked to me, I played, so, therefore he didn't have a problem, I didn't have a problem. That's it.
Have you ever been hit by a coach before?
Yeah, I have been. I actually have.
But you needed some time to remember.
I have some AAU coaches where, they've done some things to me before, but at the end of the day, it depends on, how you take it. I didn't like it. He didn't. What happened. Me and him discussed this. We on the same page. So, that doesn't. Anything after that doesn't really matter.
Coach, in that situation, he said that the team was arrogant, but especially meant you because you got this technical foul.
This what he said?
Yeah, that's what I heard in the video.
I'm asking, is this what he said? I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, really? Okay.
No, I didn't hear him say that. I know he was on me about my technical foul.
He also said that the team was arrogant in the press conference at the end. Do you see that like this also?
This is Coach's opinion. This is what he thinks. Everybody, has their thoughts on what they think is going on. I respect his opinion. So, every other press conference, he's giving his opinion, and that's that. But today, all of a sudden it's a big deal to ask me what I think about his opinion. I think it's just, too much. Something where it's trying to be made into something, it's not there. You see, my guy right here moved on because he's talked to me before and he knows that, I shoot it straight, and I'm not gonna sit here and, sorry for using the word, but bullshit. I'm not gonna, this is not me.
Sure.
So let's look forward. What will it take to beat Bayern Munich?
We're going to prepare like we do any other game. We have to get back on the right page for sure. Two losses in a row in the German league. Right now we're just not in a good place finishing. Just competing wise. We're not in the right position. But like I said before, these last games, right now they don't matter. We approach every game, it's a clean slate. We're back at zero. What happened yesterday or last week, none of that matters. It's just about preparing for the next game and being ready.